But you mentioned the cameras, the mobile as well as the stationary cameras. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, about the new speed cameras that are coming to town. DPS spent nearly $20 million with a contract with the Scottsdale-based Redflex traffic systems, and we are getting new cameras here. There is actually a device. It's like a radar detector, but it's not necessarily the same thing. We'll talk to the inventor. He's actually in Europe. We'll get him on the blower on the Newsmaker line coming up on the Mac Watson Show.
The Mac Watson Show. Mac Watson. News Talk 92.3 KTAR. Mac Watson on News Talk 92.3 KTAR.
All right, hit the website, KTAR.com. There you'll find podcasts, blogs, also local, regional, and national news, as well as free classified ads at KTAR.com. It's the Valley's homepage. It should be your homepage. Make sure you utilize it. All right, the Arizona Department of Public Safety's plan for statewide photo enforcement could expand to 200 cameras. Now, DPS is nearly $20 million contract with the Scottsdale-based Redflex traffic systems calls for 100 cameras statewide by January. But there's something new. There's something new here. The Cheetah GPS mirror. Here with us now is Al Smith, who actually invented the product. Hello, Al. How you doing?
Hi, Mac. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you. I'm glad we could get a line from. You're in Scotland now. Is that where you are?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's coming up for midnight here.
Now, well, thank you for staying up past your bedtime. We certainly appreciate it.
I work on Arizona time now.
Oh, do you really? That's great. I'm so glad. We've got a number of questions, including the one that said, how in the world did you even come up with this? I mean, did you actually just have a eureka moment, or has this been like a progression?
It's kind of a progression. I kind of first got into sort of like radar detectors and fuzzbusters, if you like, back in about 2000, and bought several of them over from America. But really the problem with them that we had over here is that they didn't really pick up our cameras. They false alarmed all the time, and it drove me crazy. And it just didn't really work very well against the cameras that we had. So we had to look for a different way of warning of it, and GPS location is the perfect way of doing it.
But what I don't understand is because GPS I thought was for fixed stuff. How do you know where a mobile traffic system or a mobile photo detection system is? How do they pick that up?
Okay, let me explain that's a good question actually, because a lot of people ask that. Okay, first of all, I would say the product is not a radar detector.
Right.
So there's none of the legal concerns that come with them, and it's not physically going to detect if they're shooting radar up ahead of you. That also means there's no false alarms from every Walgreens you come across as well.
Right.
We kind of covered the mobile cameras in three ways. If there's like a known location where these vans will commonly sit, then we can store that location in the database so that you get the reminder beforehand. Yeah. And we're currently running like a rebate program on GPSdetector.com. So if people email in mobile van sightings, then they're entitled to this rebate on the product. The second way of doing it is you as the customer, you're able to mark your own personal locations. So you will always get a reminder for it, and if the van stops coming there, you can delete it. But probably one of the most useful ways is going to be, of these 100 new cameras that are coming along, 40 of them are going to be mobile vans enforcing sort of freeway tickets, basically. But they're going to give you a threshold of, say, 10 over before they ticket you.
Right.
So say you're coming down the 101 where the limit's like 65, you can actually set an overspeed alert reminder for, say, 75. So that's that 10 over threshold. So if you're driving along and you're keeping up with the traffic and you find yourself drifting higher than that 75, you get a reminder to take your foot off the gas.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it kind of stops you. It does it in three ways: known locations that people report in, that our own spotters pick up. You can mark it yourself, or you can actually just do the more grown-up thing and get a reminder if you're going too quickly.
Right. Okay. So really, there's like a three-pronged attack on this. It doesn't work off of a radar system like you said, like a fuzzbuster.
Yeah.
I was surprised to find out that you're headquartered here at Scottsdale Air Park, and we've got a link to your site on our website at KTAR.com. Has business been brisk?
It's picking up.
I'm sure it is, and I'm sure it's going to be picking up even more. Al Smith, the inventor, calling all the way from not Scottsdale, Scotland. We certainly appreciate you staying up after midnight, sir.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, it's amazing what DPS can do. What GPS can do. It also is amazing that the Department of Public Safety can do as well. But you can, like I said, go to our website, ktar.com. We've got a link to, if you go on my show, go on Wednesday's show, we've got a link to where you can actually find out one of these cheetahs, like the cat, Cheetah or the Cheetah GPS system. It is absolutely amazing. It seems that 200 speed cameras are going to be used statewide. You're going to get caught one way or the other if you don't do the speed limit.
The Mac Watson Show on News Talk 92.3 KTAR.